All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Meet the Motuekas. So they're calling this one a Motueka-hopped IPA, comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just under 5 weeks old. I'm going to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to Hop Butcher for hooking me up with this one. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail boxing video I did that contains all the goodies they hooked me up with, and this is the final beer of the current box, and I am pretty happy about this one, pretty excited. Did I save the best for last? I don't know, because there were some delicious beers in this box, including their Meet the Motuekas, which was one of the best 6.5% IPAs I've ever had. I'm pretty sure, not positive, that I'm hoping anyway, that the malt bill is similar to the Meet the Motuekas. It's just they changed up the mosaic hops and went with Motueka. So really excited about this one. As always, not going to read the tasting notes. Wait to the end. And I rolled it off camera, and we should be fine. Let's crack this one open, get into the glass, see what we got going on here. So I'm so excited about this one. All right, so it's looking. Ooh, look at that carbonation. What the hell? If it was fizzy in here, now I kept it in my fridge, my 38-degree beer fridge, but it seems as though the carbonation is kind of ridiculous on this. Yeah, so it's been in my fridge the entire time. Nothing going on there. So yeah, we're gonna have to fight through all of that head at some point. So what I can see at the bottom looks very similar to the Mosaics. With it has this like really creamy turkey gravy, super murky and turbid look to it. Can't see through it, opaque for sure. Honey, like a deep honey orange. It has literally a 4-finger off-white, super creamy, doesn't want to go anywhere type of head. Might be tough to fight through it to get an aroma. So if we have to just bullshit, that's what I do best. Talk about nothing for minutes at a time. That's why you watch the Beer Patrol, baby. Let's get a nose. Yeah, I can't. So how's everybody doing? Doing all right out there? Having a good time? Drinking some delicious beer, hopefully? If you've happened upon this video, what beers have you been drinking lately? What's been your go-to? What have you been enjoying? Post in the comments section. We'll see if anybody does that. I don't know. It's Meet the Motuekas review, and I'm asking you about other beers. That's because I can't smell anything through this 4-finger head. All right, starting to get a little bit... Whew. Lemon lime, which Motueka kicks out a lot. Like a dirty, earthy lemon lime. I'm getting vanilla. Is it vanilla? There's like a pastry-esque quality to this. Almost like this is double blazed green or double blazed. I think they actually did, right? Neon green relish and double blazed green. I don't know why I said that. Probably because it was in my mind. Like if they did a double blazed version that was lemon lime and went with Motueka, that's what I'm smelling. It's not that big in the vanilla, don't get me wrong, but there's a little bit of vanilla. Or maybe just like a really sweet confectionery bready thing that I am thinking is vanilla. Yeah, lemon lime, little bit of like a stone fruit, peachy, maybe like a nectarine. Yeah, I'm not getting much. It's basically lemon lime, touch of vanilla, and then like peach and apricot. And, well, not apricot, peach and nectarine, we'll say, just stone fruits. The head's starting to die out. Smells a little green, though. Now I'm smelling it as it's opening up. Has a little bit of like a hot burn quality to it, honestly. Almost 5 weeks old. Anyway, I'm going to get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Hop Butcher. Ooh, that's really nice, but I'll tell you right from the first sip. Let me take a second sip. They always say, take that first sip, let your palate acclimate, take the second sip, then start talking nonsense. Like I typically talk nonsense 24/7, but let's just do another sip. Yeah, I'm safe saying that now with the second sip. Meet the Mosaics is better than this. And I can say that after 2 sips now. Right? First sip, no. Honestly, I can. This has a malty vanilla... I should say malty, but it's probably coming from like a vanilla thing going on. It's not big like their blazed orange or double blazed orange or blazed orange milkshake or double blazed orange milkshake or any of their milkshake IPAs I've had. Those are like, first sniff, holy shit, the vanilla is overwhelming. That's not the case here, but there is like this vanilla, honey, sweet confectionery kind of like malt character. All right, body on this one, very light. Let me pour a little bit more in here. Very light though. I'd say like higher side of light, lower side of medium. The body is not as impressive as the Meet the Motuekas was. All right, hang on. Pour a little bit more in here. Now it's still light. I'd say lower side of medium, higher side of light, like right in that range. So a bit thin at 6.5%. The mouthfeel is really nice, despite the fact that there was a 75 finger head that I poured apparently incorrectly. I really didn't. I think it was a little bit more carbonated. It's still soft and smooth, not necessarily creamy. Mouthfeel's good. It's not upper echelon hop butcher, but it's still pretty good. The taste, right at the forefront, hit with a big blast of lemon lime. The lime's carrying a little bit more than the lemon, but definitely lemon lime. Right after that's where that vanilla / malty honey bready thing happens. Dives underneath the palate. Omnipresent, not the biggest character, but always hanging around. But it's slight, it's nuanced, it's not punching me in the face, but it's definitely noticeable. There's peach, there's nectarine, there's about 2/3 of the way through the palate, that fruity vanilla kind of goodness is hit with this really green, like tomato stalk, but also like a grassiness. Carries on the back palate. There's a little bit of hop burn. There is a little touch of hop burn, a little bit of burn in my throat. It finishes semi-dry with a mild to moderate bitterness approaching moderate. I'd like to see a little bit more sweetness. Like that slight vanilla malt character is nice at the forefront because it almost makes you think like it's sweet. But then on the back, that slight green astringency with that semi-dry finish and that's closer to a moderate bitterness kind of makes it lean a little bit more dry and bitter. Super drinkable. I like the flavors. In my mind, I'm comparing this to Meet the Motuekas, and this does not touch that beer for me. Like, it doesn't even come close, honestly. Like, it's good. This is, what did I review? The more dirigible. I think this is slightly better, or like right in that same realm of that beer, and I gave that a 3.9. I think I might go a little higher with this one, but it does not touch Meet the Motuekas, which I think I gave a 4.5. So pros of this one, really like that lemon lime character. That vanilla thing is pretty cool, although not super like pronounced or in your face. It's still noticeable. A little bit of like a honey bready malt character. I do like that this is not super sweet, but I think I'd like a little bit more sweetness. Very drinkable. I just think after a can of this with the greenness, I think I'd be done with it. So how much do I like this? I like this a little bit more than more dirigible. I thought that was slightly boring for a hop butcher for me, but this one's a little bit more vibrant. It's just not exactly what I was hoping for. So, not going to look at the tasting notes yet, so we'll go like, it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm going to give Meet the Motuekas from Hop Butcher, I'm going to give it a low 4 out of 5, low 3.95. I'm going to a little bit higher than more dirigible, but again, they sent me 6 beers in the box, 6 different beers. The Meet the Motuekas was phenomenal. The Bughouse Square, one of the best double IPAs I've had from them. The Narragansett Ridge, really solid, really good. Coffee Bear, even though I spent like 6 minutes on that one comparing it to Fat Bear and saying how it's not Fair Bear, I still gave that a 4.2. Still really good beer. But then more dirigible than this, not my favorites from them. But they basically 4 out of 6 for the box, and that's a pretty good fucking batting average. It's an amazing batting average. It's an unrealistic batting average. So let me pour the rest in here, and then we'll look at the tasting notes together. I don't know what we're going to see, but I would imagine lemon lime will be on the back, maybe lime, something like that. Zesty lime. Is it zesty? I'll allow it. I think it's zesty lime. I think you could say lemon lime. I said lemon lime. They say lime. It has a lemon lime kind of character. So yeah, zesty lime, sure. I was getting more like of a sweeter lime, like not like a key lime pie, but like almost with that vanilla, but I don't know. Dried orchard fruits. Sure. I didn't get no dried orchard fruits. It's a fucking interesting tasting note. Dried orchard fruits. I mean, I've said like, apples and pears and things like that, but not in this one, not for me. Last, faint vanilla. Okay, so I'm happy I hit that. I would say that's a perfect tasting note for them, for what I was getting. Faint vanilla, yeah. I would say maybe a little bit more than faint, but okay. Zesty lime I'm with, faint vanilla I'm with, dried orchard fruits. No, I did not get dried orchard fruits. But 3.95 out of 5, solid score. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Price and availability. Viewer of the channel, friend of mine, Ross, he schooled me on the price points. He said basically their IPAs and double IPAs very similar price points. So this is like 15, 16 bucks a 4-pack. I would not personally probably pay that for that beer again. Meet the Mosaics, I would totally buy a case of that because it's amazing. This, don't like it as much. Still, again, Hop Butcher sends me stuff. And I review it with pure honesty. And again, this is probably my second least favorite of the box they sent. And it's one that if they released this again and I was in Chicago and it was 15, 16 bucks a 4-pack, I wouldn't buy it. Just being honest with you, just personal preference. It's just not my jam. I can see other people loving this though, especially if you like Motueka. For me, not my favorite. And availability, Hop Butcher gets all over it. Here's the funny thing. I've seen drops of 4 or 5 different beers here in the last couple months of some crazy shit. Like the Double Blaze Orange showed up here, Thematic Glow, Megabyte, and there was like 1 or 2 others. And so again, they were $20 a 4-pack here, which they're 15, 16 bucks in Chicago to make it here for $4 more a 4-pack. Like that's fine for an extra buck a can. Like I'm fine with that. I don't know how frequent that's going to be. Hopefully when they open up their new brewery and then get into their other new brewery, they have 2 breweries now. Hopefully the distribution gets bumped up because I think everybody should try Hop Butcher. It's fantastic shit. And when I mean shit, I don't mean shit. It's fantastic beer. That's what it is. Yeah, not much more to say about it. 6.5%. You really can't tell. Yeah, so this was the last beer, like I said, of the box. Hopefully there'll be another box on the way and I can review some more of their delicious libations. I'm really hoping they sent me, is it double blazed green, right? Is it double glazed, the hop, it's basically double blazed orange plus neon green relish. I think that's the 2 beers. Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever it is, it sounded delicious and I want to try it. So hopefully that's in my box. If not, what are you going to do? I just love trying their stuff and I can't thank Hop Butcher and Jeremiah enough for all of the support to my channel for the last couple years. I can't thank them enough. So anyway, if you've had this one before, like I said already, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Till the next one. Cheers.